Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Draper's Daughter by Ellin Carsta, translated by John Brownjohn, performed by Lauren Ezzo. Prologue. Ellin regarded her 7-year-old daughter with a ghost of a smile. How beautiful she was! With her dark brown hair and brown eyes, she looked a great deal like Ellin herself had as a child. Had she been as happy as her daughter looked? She could hardly recall the days before the dark demons invaded her body and took possession of her soul. She sighed. How dearly she wished to be happy! She had given birth to 2 children and had striven year after year to be a good wife to her husband. But now her strength was failing, and the dark clouds above her were growing ever thicker. Not a single ray of sunlight could penetrate them now. Would she go to hell for what she was about to do? Yes, of that she felt sure, yet she could not do otherwise. She could not endure for another day the torment and distress to which her wretched existence subjected her. She waited for little Elisabeth to finish her prayers and retired to the bedchamber she shared with her twin brother, Stephen. Yes, Ellin and her husband were wealthy folk who lived in a big house and possessed a bedchamber of their own, separate from that of their children. But what availed all these worldly goods when God had burdened her with a sense of being more entrapped by melancholia every day? She would soon be unable to conceal her illness from her daughter. Elisabeth was too bright and too inquisitive not to notice that something was amiss with her mother. And there was no cure. Ellin had read this in the eyes of the physician when he came, yet again, to administer one of his ineffective remedies. He was as helpless as she was. But there was something else in his expression, a tacit accusation that she herself was to blame for acting profanely and submitting all too readily to the disease popularly known as acedia, or spiritual apathy. She had made every effort to resist the dark demons, but it was no use. The melancholy was too strong for her. Ellin gave a start when Elisabeth finished her prayers, then leaned over to bid her mother good night. She tenderly stroked her daughter's hair and kissed her on the forehead. She wanted to take the memory of that pure little face, that beauty, with her when she departed this world. Elisabeth hesitated for a moment, gazing deep into her mother's eyes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?